Being isolated and being not being able to talk to anybody, I feel like it really took a turn on my mental health.
More teenagers than ever are experiencing a mental health crisis right now. It's taking a heavy toll, especially on teenage girls.
In part because of the isolation they experienced during remote learning in the pandemic and increased bullying since they've returned to campus. The responses collected in fall of 2021 offer the first look at trends since the start of the pandemic. 57% of teen girls felt persistently sad or hopeless in 2021, double the rate for teen boys. Peter Choi explains how this mental health crisis is being felt locally. Peter.
Yeah, many inquiry calls on a long waiting list are what local mental health treatment centers are seeing right now. I spoke to a local teenage girl tonight. She says the pandemic aggravated her mental health problems.
7th grader Devina Wakan Parslow at Shaw Middle School in Spokane has been dealing with PTSD, anxiety, and depression.
Around people was really just a lot to take in.
Isolation during the pandemic made it hard to get along with friends at school.
Actually, being a person of color, you have to try and find your people. But sometimes, sometimes it just I don't know, it affects you mentally and sometimes spiritually, just trying to fit in.
To the point of having suicidal thoughts.
Right after we had to isolate, I don't know, it was just a lot of things going on, and it was just too hard to handle.
A lot of phone calls and inquiries from parents saying we can't access any resources.
A local mental health counselor from Tamarack Center says many teens develop their identity through social settings. The pandemic hindered the process.
It's been trending that way for a while, to be honest, but I think COVID was a catalyst for kids that maybe were on the tipping point.
She says if you see sudden behavior changes in your kids, seeking help is a must. In the meantime, how can parents approach teens about their mental health at home?
Direct questions, but that is probably a good idea if you're concerned that might be going on. Listening without putting your own judgments or advice onto someone who's struggling is a good place to start.
You don't have to try and fit in, just however you feel comfortable. Just do that, because other people, they're not really thinking about you. It's just all in your head.
And that was advice that Devina left for other students who may also struggle at school. She says she has been getting mental health support and has been better since. If you're looking for a list of local organizations that offer resources, you can find it on our website, kxly.com. Live in studio tonight, Peter Choi, 4 News Now.
Thank you, Peter.